Yeah, so I read the original novel kind of 5 years ago, I guess it was, and I love the original idea that was in that novel about meeting your parents again long after they have left you, let's say. And so it was about taking this story that was very much a traditional Japanese ghost story, and turning it into my own kind of story, and that's what you'll see tonight. Yeah, they're incredible. I'm so happy that I've got the cast that I've got, and Andrew Scott was the first person I thought of for this role, and luckily he said yes, and he's incredible in the film. And then you build the cast out from there, and Claire came next, then Jamie, and then finally Paul. Look, I'll let the audience take away what message they want to take. I think in the end it's probably about love in all its forms, and so that was always my intention, that the film would feel like it was about that. And so I hope that's kind of what the audience take away. I mean, I think I'm most proud of the fact that it seems to be resonating with people. When you make a film, especially one that feels quite personal, when it resonates with a larger amount of people and lots of different people see it from around the world, then that's really special. Like, you feel like you've achieved something that works.
Yeah, it was a very, very personal read. Even reading it for the first time, it was something that just completely broke me, really. It was so moving. And I think what's extraordinary is that people are now having the same reaction, having seen the movie, as I did having first read the script. But yeah, it's an extraordinary script and an extraordinary role to play. I saw an awful lot of myself in a strange way, or at least I felt that I had to bring myself to the character. And it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. Yeah, I think it's a real actor's film. There's only 4 speaking parts in the movie, but it's got this sort of epic subject matter. And we were just expertly guided by Andrew. It was a very personal story for him, and pretty very personal story for me too, I guess. And so everybody kind of brought their own kind of vulnerability to it. I think that's the main thing about this movie, is that it's so tender and vulnerable, and I think that's why it's punching people in the heart, so to speak. But it's a beautiful, hopeful film about family and love, and it's just a gentle, compassionate movie. I think the real takeaway from it is that we're not here long, and to try and have the courage to jump into love wherever you can find it, and to have the difficult conversation, and to, because we think that safety is incredibly important, and living in purgatory, and keeping it within our comfort zone. But I think what it's saying is just try and love with courage. Yeah. I think what's really interesting about sort of LGBTQ plus movies is that this is a movie that has a gay love story at its centre. But what's been really extraordinary is that people are just ignoring that side of it. Before, I think when I used to do films that was like for a gay audience with gay subject matter, and now people, I think, are, because representation has increased, people are like, oh yeah, well, we've seen that before, so now you can look at the actual real themes of the film, and it's universal in that sense. So that's what I hope they take away, and it's what I really noticed so far in the build up to the bigger release, that people are everybody just gets it, and everybody has a family, and everybody has parents, and everybody has a relationship with falling in love. So I'm just enormously proud of it.
I mean, I was already really intrigued before I read the script, because I love Andrew Haigh. I think he's an incredible writer and director, and so I was already really excited to read it. And then when I read it, I just thought it was the most beautiful, sort of tender, incredible kind of concept, I suppose. I really loved the central character. I thought he was beautifully written, and I'd never been part of something like this, and so I was so honoured that he wanted me to be in it, and I just went to work every day and just loved being Andrew Scott's mum. It was like a real dream. The whole cast is like you can't get better. Like, really amazing cast, so talented and gifted, and so I loved doing that. But also Andrew Haigh just creates such a sense of everyone being involved in it, and no question is off limits, and we had so many conversations. It was just an honour to be part of and tell a story like this and represent this community. It was a real honour. Loved it. I hope it just moves people. I just really do. I think it really sort of does, basically, and it's amazing to see. I'm so proud to be part of something that does have that effect. It's amazing.
The people involved alone, the power of the screenplay, the effect that it had on everybody that read it, Kate, my wife Kate, is here tonight, and I shared it with her, and she was crying, I was crying. That's usually a good sign, just from a script point of view. So when you know that something's so personal to somebody, you understand that it's probably going to resonate in a different way with people. And I just think that I've had that experience before with like personal pieces and material and stuff. So when I read this one, you just know that there's this sprinkling of something extra that I think people can really connect with, and hopefully it resonates with them. And I think it's the case with this film for sure. I think the message of this film is, if there is an opportunity for connection or love, no matter what has happened to you, the trauma you've been through, the loss you've suffered, it is worth it. It's just worth it. Reach out with both hands and grab it, because at the end of the day, that's all we have. And time is so fleeting. Yeah.